Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Clinton Navigator Bowman. We are here at the Outerhaven Podcast number 81. We are well on our way to 90 and definitely well on our way to 100, man. We've been
We'll
around
get there.
for a while. Oh, we definitely going to get there.
Yeah, we got to talk about that, but in the future. Let's go.
Yes, definitely. Yo, before I can get a chance to do an introduction, he just ramrodded his way because, you know, that's how he is.
That's what I do.
Holland Cobra. What's up?
You already know, man. What's the deal, Clint? Happy to be here. Sorry I wasn't here with y'all last week, but you know, here, ready to go. Let's go.
How you dealing with the sudden winter-like temperatures around here?
Oh my God, it's cold as a bitch out here. Are you serious? Like, I had my windows open yesterday. I was chilling. Then I woke up and I was really chilling. Like, seriously, that shit was bad.
Yo, another man who was sitting in these frigid temperatures, William Coke. Shadows, what's up, Will?
Gentlemen, I fear this may be my last podcast. As we prepare for the war that is New York Comic-Con, I sense a war, which is Kishimoto's autograph. All I just gotta say is,
yo, fuck that guy.
I mean, dog, if you want to die over some dumb shit, then, I mean,
go ahead.
You go right on ahead. I ain't getting in line for that
shit. Brothers in Brooklyn do it all the time.
I mean, seriously, I might go, like, I would probably just fight to throw a tomato at his head or something. Like, that's about it.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who wants his head right now, yeah.
Serious, man, that series sucked, man. I'm sorry.
All right, move on.
Yo, we also got a man in Florida right now, chilling, 81-degree weather down in Stuart, Florida. He's getting lucky, and he ain't getting hit with no hurricane, so it's all good with that. Joshua, Jeremiah, JJ, oh so sexy, Piedro. What's up, Josh?
Actually, this week I am not oh so sexy. I am just oh salty. But yeah, hello, what's up, guys?
That was some bullshit.
You are not. I 100% guarantee you are not the saltiest person that we're going to talk about on this podcast.
Foreshadowing?
Yes, some foreshadowing for you. But yeah. But I'm jealous as fuck though, Josh. Like 81 degrees, that sounds awful nice right now.
It's pretty much the only good thing that's happened to me today. So
keep in mind the weather in Stuart is gonna stay in the 80s. So it's like, yo, well, he's gonna get a lot of rain coming up, so it's all good. So
yeah, they're actually predicting a colder and wetter winter for Florida. So by colder, we might be in the 70s, and by wetter, well, we'll probably get flash flooded.
Man, we won't get snowstorms, man. Get out of here.
And then also another man in frigid temperatures, man. The Northeast is just getting it, fams. The big boss, the HNIC, Keith Mitchell. What's up, Keith?
What's up, everybody? Yeah, I got up this morning and I was like, holy shit, it is freezing in this house. Turned the furnace on, walked outside later on. I actually just came back from the movie seeing Transylvania 2 with the kids, and I was like, wow, it's 47 degrees outside. What the freak is going on?
Wow.
Keep in mind, the temperatures are going to go back up to the 70s next week.
Oh, there's going to be a whole lot of sick people.
Yep.
I'm already sick as it is.
And make sure y'all bring y'all disinfectant to Comic-Con. Oh, my God.
Dude,
listen, and your masks and everything.
I'll be set. No, I'll be set because I got my Z-Packs, so it's all good, man. I went to the doctor yesterday.
Z-Packs?
Yo, Zithromax, yo, that shit helps.
Man, that sounds like some video game shit. That's okay. I have my Z-Packs.
Yo,
Yo,
that azithromycin. Let's do this. Like antibiotics. Let's go.
You know, antibiotics don't work on viruses. That, right?
Nah, it helps me. I don't know, man. So,
all right, moving on.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5. Let's talk about the character that was officially announced.
And then let's talk about the one that wasn't.
One at a time.
All right, one at a time.
All right, let's talk about the guy. Right. Let's talk about the Red Cyclone. Protecting the Russian skies.
Protector of Russian skies, bro. As you know, we have there's actually an event going on in Russia. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's the Russian Comic-Con or something like that.
I believe so. Yeah.
And for that event, PlayStation basically jumped the gun with like not anybody there. I don't think Ono or Combo Fiend or anybody was over in Russia, but PlayStation went and took it upon themselves to drop Zangief on us anyway.
PlayStation.
Mm-mm-mm.
And the funny thing about it is, it's so funny. It's so obvious that boy is so not finished. It's funny. Like, because if you look at the footage, so you got the trailer and that looks cool, but then you have his critical art where he just kind of suplexes you, and then it turns to a different camera angle, and then he suplexes you again, and then it turns to a third camera angle, and he suplexes you again. And everybody's just looking at this John like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
they turned him into Brock Lesnar. Saying Suplex City, bitch.
All right, yo, but no, it could be Suplex City, but can I see you at least pick the dude back up and then suplex him again? He goes like straight from. It looks more like, you remember.
Camera cuts.
Yeah, the camera. It got these camera cuts, and you remember the fatality with Johnny Cage where he punched your head off 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had more of a fluid motion than this critical art, where he just suplexes you and then it goes. He doesn't get right back up. It just goes straight to another suplex and then another suplex, and everybody's looking at this critical art like, what the hell just happened?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at. No, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at Zangief trying to do the Bernie. He's like in his win pose.
Oh, it is. I mean, that's whatever. I thought that looked pretty cool myself, but you know, you got steam coming off of him, and that was what's up. Yeah. But and then when you look at his name, when you look at some of the character footage from the show floor, they don't even. It doesn't even display Zangief. It displays this line of code, and then says ZGF on the end of it.
Oh God!
Like, this character looks so half baked right now. He doesn't have his banishing flat, also known as the green hand or green glove or whatever the hell you wanted to call it.
Yeah, green hand.
But yeah, he doesn't seem to have that, and I'm like, he kind of needs that.
No, I mean, let's see what they do with Street Fighter 5, because remember, the mechanics are a little different. So he might not even have the banishing flag. He might have a different move. You never know.
Well,
you never know.
What he does have is his V skill, and I think it's called like Iron Body or Muscle Body or something like that.
I think it's Iron Muscle.
Yeah, Iron something. But he flexes and turns red, and then he can kind of like inch towards you for as long as the V trigger is active.
Oh God!
And it acts kind of like a bootleg red focus attack.
We're going back to Marvel. Marvel with Mecha Zangief.
Oh yeah, with Mecha Zangief, it works like it's basically infinite super armor for as long as he's holding it, and then he can do like this flexing, posing attack out of it.
Oh,
but
God.
When he walks towards you, he walks like super slow.
Yo, that's Mecha Zangief, son. That's Mecha Zangief.
Yeah, so it's Mecha Zangief. He can't like dash out of it. He can't really do anything out of it. And as soon as he lets go of the whole, iron muscle body, whatever, he does kind of like a flex pose. So it seems to leave him vulnerable.
Yeah.
It looks kind of basically like a replacement for a focus attack to allow him to, walk through stuff and get in. But it's not fast. And if you basically try to do anything extravagant out of it, you're going to get hit out of it. So to say that he doesn't need banishing flat, he can headbutt fireballs, but that doesn't really move him forward. He doesn't seem to have any combo, or at the very least, the Russian dudes who was testing him out couldn't really get anything more than 2 hits.
Question. I mean, I know we didn't really see anything. Does he still have his projectile the triple lariat, the lariat?
Yes, he does still have his lariat, and the funny thing is his V trigger is this stupid little Tasmanian devil looking spinning lariat where he goes on a diagonal and does a super lariat.
And it kind of cyclone lariat,
yeah, and it sucks you in, kind of like Rufus's Ultra 2.
Yeah.
Then only he can't move, but it has a lot more like magnetic like attraction to it. So it's more like Seth's Tandon engine, or if you play Blaze Blue, like Iron Tager's magnetism moves, where it really just sucks you in really close. And the funny thing about that is, even though his attack is a move, it still has a timer on it. And he can, if he doesn't hold the button down to basically use all of the V trigger up, he can use it, I've seen like a maximum of about 3 times. And so he can use this thing like 3 times, and suck you in at different points and basically stop it wherever he wants, which is cool. But what's not cool is how he spins in this lariat real fast, and it looks like his head isn't even moving. Like his head only turns for like 2 frames, so it looks super funky. Like, I don't know exactly what they were doing, and I think this is another indicator that I don't think this character was 100% ready when they put him on the show floor. Also his super's not a grab.
Yeah, which is
Interestingly enough, like
right.
it combos from they showed it combo from like a jumping medium punch or something like that, and then he comboed into the super, which means it's not a grab. But anyway, that's enough about Zangief. Like,
Yo, let's talk about our new favorite shorty from Brazil, son.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
she looks so
godlike. Oh my!
It must be one person, right?
It's like, oh, it's got to be Blanca, right? All right, yo. Before we get into that, can we talk about how salty a man by the name of Yoshinori Ono is right now? Can we talk about how salty this man is right now?
Nitro, how salty is he?
All right, so here's the deal. If y'all remember, oh my God, is he salty? Yo, you might
saltier than the Dead Sea. Like, is it Dead Sea salty, or is it just like you just put too much salt in your rice?
It's
salty?
like this man. No, it's not salty
you put
rice,
salt
man.
in your rice?
It's not salty rice, man.
Hey.
Like, you might as well change this man Ono's nickname to sodium chloride.
Yo.
Like, that is how salty he is right now. Because, look, if y'all remember a few months ago, right? He made that, kind of like 5-minute or so video about how he was excited to go to Brazil and, who's from Brazil? And I might reveal a new character there. And then he shows off the Brazil stage, and then it cuts back to Ono, and he's in this Blanca outfit, basically trolling the hell out you, saying that, oh, Blanca might be in the game. I'm wearing a Blanca outfit. What does that mean? And blah, blah, blah. So Ono's having a lot of fun with the Brazilian people, right? And then Famitsu goes and posts their folder of Zangief, quote unquote, screenshots for Street Fighter 5. And halfway through the Zangief screenshots, you see this Brazilian bitch fucking up Ryu. And it's like, who the hell is that? So, and she's got lightning attacks and everything. And it's like, you could, as soon as you see these screenshots, you're like, I can see it now. Ono showing like blurry screenshots of Ryu getting electrified by this person in green. And he's in a Blanca outfit, and then he's surprise, it's the new character. But instead, Famitsu said, "Fuck your plans, son." This was months and months of buildup, and I mean, to be fair, people who have kept their like ears to the ground and know of a particular man by the name of Ken Bogart already knew that the Brazil reveal was going to be some chick named Laura, but we had no information on what she looked like or how she fought or what she did. And then you see her looking at electric powers, and it's like, wow, what a missed opportunity for everybody who didn't know what was going on and didn't pay attention to the only credible leak that was actually out there. Oh man, I can only imagine the look on Ono's face when he saw that shit.
Yo, fam, listen. Then when I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, this is an interesting thing." And then I saw the Ono tweet.
Oh man, he tweeted about that, talking about he got stabbed in the back. I was cracking up.
However, I'm thinking about working hard on EGS Mexico, which they just finished, and Brazil Game Show and New York Comic Con.
It was like, don't stand in my way. And this, that. I'm like, oh, he is salty as shit, yo. Because Japanese people, they're kind of reserved anyway, and they're not really going to tell you everything that they're thinking. So when he comes out and it's like, I've been stabbed in the back, it's like when he comes out with an exclamation point on like his sentence, there was a whole lot of rage behind that. He probably like smashed the computer monitor or some shit when he saw that. Like, he probably threw his Blanca toy at the screen. or something. Like I can only imagine.
he
But I know
probably
that
went
bull was
full. He
salty.
probably went full America, yo. It was like, oh, yo, son, I'm not even. Okay,
Yo,
I'm gonna
Ono
stop. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. Dog. He's going full America. That's it.
Man, he probably rolled up into a Blanca ball his damn self, yo. Like it was crazy. That's funny. But yo, speaking of leaks, there's one thing I do have to address for all you people in your Street Fighter V Facebook groups and everything else. There's this leak list that has been going around for months now. But there's this leak list online where somebody said, oh, this will be deleted in 15 minutes, right? And then has this list of all the characters, quote unquote, that are supposed to be in Street Fighter V. Will y'all stop sharing that shit? Like, really, like, stop sharing it, please. Just because it had Rashid and Zen and Laura on it, the John didn't have Nikali, the John didn't have Vega on it, and people still want to believe that this list is real. Like, there was this dude, and they put and I don't know why Event Hubs gave it play, but they put up this stupid fucking video of this dude named Born Free and his
name is Born Free. Come on,
I didn't want to go there. I don't know the man. He might be great. He probably has other great videos, but I just think he's particularly off base with this one theory talking about the anti-leak system.
Oh, okay. Anti-leak system, yo. So that sounds something like some low-tier god shit. Come on, son.
I mean, yo. So the idea is basically that once Capcom finds out that some leak list is making the rounds that actually has their correct character roster on it, they have more than enough characters that they've already developed that they can just rearrange the roster.
Man, if that didn't sound like bullshit, I don't know.
Dude, bruh, game development does not work that way.
No, it doesn't.
Like, I've gotten so much information coming from people who are, like, clearly, like, I don't know where their head is at, saying that, oh, it's the anti-leak system, and that Alex and Urian and freaking Oro and so-and-so are going to be in the game, because this leak list said it. And
even though Capcom basically said, yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's break down who we have left. All right, so I'm looking at the character roster right now, and it was explained by Capcom already. You got 4 characters that you are from Street Fighter that you haven't seen in a while, and that's Charlie, Rainbow Mika, Karen, and Birdie. So that's done. Then
and
you have
all alpha. Those
are all alpha characters. Ain't that a bitch? But
I mean, we haven't seen him for a while. He's not wrong.
I mean, yeah, but then you got four new characters, which are Nikali, Rashid, Laura, and the one person who's been credible at leaking shit, whose name is Ken Bogart, who leaked the names of Rashid and Laura and many other things like the 16 character roster well before, like almost a year ago. I think this was in December.
December 2014, yes.
2014 that he said all this, and he's been 100% accurate on everything he said so far.
That's not to the French?
Yeah, and the only 3 characters he gave us was Rashid, Laura, and a character named Zen, who's apparently from somewhere near South Asia. I think India or somewhere along those lines. So we have Nikali, Rashid, Laura, and Zen. That's 8 so far. And then the other 8 are supposed to be characters that are staple characters who you would expect to see in a Street Fighter game. And this is stated directly by Capcom. We have Ryu, Ken, Vega, Zangief now, Chun-Li, Bison, and Cammy. And there's one more.
Which will probably end up being from the original 8. Which will end up being from the original 8. It probably
you think so? You think so? I mean,
it'll probably be original 8.
Your guess, I think your guess is as good as mine. But this whack-ass leak list keeps saying Dalsim, so like a lot of people are saying Dalsim.
But here's the thing: if we're getting so we're gonna have 2 Indian characters in the game, like
that. That's why I doubt it, man. Like
because honestly, I'm gonna spit real shit. Like I said, if it's gonna be either original 8 or original 16, we know we're not getting DJ.
But all right, see, here's the thing. It says a character that you would expect to see in a Street Fighter game. That doesn't necessarily mean they're all going to be from Street Fighter 2.
It ain't gonna, well, do you think? I mean, Akuma might be the last one.
Well, Akuma's from Street Fighter 2 too, but I think that he's gonna be like the 17th character, probably like on some day one, unlock the fight money type of stuff. It would make
Uh,
sense because that's how Akuma normally is. If you remember for Street Fighter 4 vanilla, Akuma
Yeah.
was like this
Unlockable, yeah.
secret
Right,
unlockable
right,
character.
right,
So
right.
if anything, that would make sense for Akuma. I think outside of the the usual Street Fighter 2 suspects, Sagat, Guile,
E
um
Honda, E Honda.
Ed
I,
Honda.
I doubt Honda's gonna be in it, but yeah, I mean you could even throw him in there, Balrog maybe.
And the
But
fact that we haven't had Balrog yet, or Sagat, like, I mean, Sagat is like one of the staple characters.
outside of that, you got a few alpha characters that are basic or kind of staples like Rose or
Yeah.
Dan,
or the most
And
obvious. Nah, it's
Guy
probably
and
not
Cody.
Dan. No, most
Dan?
obvious is Sakura.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was thinking Guy and Cody.
Dude, Karen in the game and not Sakura? Like what?
Rivalries, bro. Rivalries, fam.
I mean, Mika got her counterpart in Zangief.
Yeah, this is true.
Awesome.
So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Sakura ends up in this game. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's almost a lock that she'll end up in the game, but it's a question of whether or not she'll take that last slot in,
Right.
that last slot of 8. And I don't know, like I said, your guess is as good as mine, but like, please stop sharing these leak lists saying that who the returning characters are. Like, they're all whack, they're all wrong, they're all false. Cut it
to
out.
all these leak lists, I got one thing to say. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Yo, you a nut.
Oh my god.
No,
Stop
you gotta
fucking lying.
No, you gotta do it right, man. You gotta hit the smooth. Oh my god.
Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me.
Yo, stop. Yo, he ain't even go farther. He ain't even go no farther than that. And like they ran that shit into the ground. So moving on. What else we got?
Oh man, so the anime season just ended. Gangsta was a premiere show.
Yo,
out
Gangsta
of the
was
whole
godlike.
season. It was one of the better shows of the season.
Which, by the way, you can catch a review of it on the Outerhaven.net. Just search for the Anime Pulse and Gangsta.
Pretty much. Look at that. Here's the thing. The studio that produced shows like Gangsta, The World God Only Knows, Samurai Champloo,
And
a whole world of others, Manglo has
dog.
officially filed for bankruptcy, and they will be going out of business at the end of October. Josh, this is on you.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors going around about Man Glove having issues paying back their debts, and not even the awesomeness that was Gangsta turned it around for them. And it was announced Thursday that they actually filed back on Tuesday, so they actually did this back on September 29th. And yeah, unfortunately, the studio is going to be going the way of the other one who I can't
The
think
Dodo.
of. Genion. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, Genion? Yeah.
I'm gonna go cry in the car.
And I forgot. I'm sorry. Samurai Flamenco was another one that they worked on.
Yeah, and Dead Man Wonderland and Hayate the Combat Butler.
All right, I don't give a fuck about Dead Man Wonderland. That shit was kind of whatever. But Champloo and Gangsta, man, I'm gonna go cry in the car, yo.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that they're going out of business. I mean, after producing, like, from 2002, like, when they first opened up with Samurai Champloo, and they producing hit after hit after hit after hit, and then the stopgap with Dead Man Wonderland, and hit after hit after hit after hit. Like, I'm kind of shocked that they ended up in this situation.
Yeah, somebody ain't do the finances right.
Well, you know what the thing is about anime, and this kind of goes into a little bit of insight as to why it's so freaking expensive to buy like 13 episodes over here for like, was it almost $100 at sometimes? It's because the amount of money it takes to produce a show, and they actually did some research, and to produce one anime, just one, a 13 episode series, you're talking the equivalent of $40 million US.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not cheap. I mean, yeah, sometimes the animation looks like it could be done with some fucking cardboard construction paper and some, stop motion stuff, but it is very expensive to produce anime these days.
Not surprised. Not surprised at all.
I
Like,
know
I'm
people who
definitely
do shit for free that looks better than some of the anime that's out.
Like RWBY?
Yeah, how about that?
Yo, Ruby.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Anyways,
People do that in their spare time, and you're talking $40 million to get to get the quality of like Dragon Ball Super Episode 5. Like, are you serious?
Yo, which you know what? To be fair, almost everybody in Japan's kind of doing that animation style. It just was way more noticeable in Dragon Ball Super Episode 5.
What do you mean that animation style? What do you mean style? That
I'm
was
talking
not
about-
a
Let's not
style.
start.
No, I'm talking about when they do super frantic fight scenes and shit like that. No, it was
And then the
explained.
shit looks like a 3-year-old doodle. Like, are you serious?
because it
Naruto
said,
versus Pain.
I'm gonna explain to you.
Don't
They
mention that.
said
one.
it was an effect. It was a cost and manpower effective solution because to animate all those little frames would take so much work. They got lazy. Like I'm going to be
Obviously,
honest.
like, dude,
They got lazy.
It would be better if you had like one of those anime where like basically a character holds the same pose for like 5 seconds and it's only 2 frames of their mouth moving.
Dragon
Like,
Ball
I'd
Z.
rather take that.
Well, I mean, what Dragon Ball Z did.
I mean, you're
But
right.
keep in mind, DBZ was also hand drawn, so that shit's a lot of
Should
work.
it all be hand drawn?
I mean,
Yo, I'm gonna stop before I get.
listen, the advent of digital, people get stupid. I'm just saying.
Like
Like,
Man.
Ufotable, who can't even finish God Eater on time.
oh God, damn it.
I mean, I'm not
Oh.
gonna be mad. I ain't gonna be mad at that because at least their shit looks good.
Yeah, but they
Don't
had to
you be
stop
coming
after
at-
episode. No, they
Don't
had
you
to
be
stop after
coming at
episode
you
9.
affordable and God Eater, dog? Like
No, they had to
that,
stop at episode 9. I'm sorry, they couldn't even get to 12. Alright?
that shit is late, but that shit is worth it. It looks fucking amazing, just like Fate Stay Night did.
Yes,
Like-
I'm agreeing with
This is what I
that.
say about that. It's like, what's the anime called? Gato Ita. Is it going to finish?
Gato
No.
Ita.
Gato, damn it.
Yo, I mean, and the thing is, but you know why you mad? Because what we had is great.
Well, we had great.
What we had was good. We had a good thing. Don't you talk shit about God Eater, man. God Eater's shit.
Oh God.
Oh man. So speaking of anime, man. Look, listen, Josh. You reviewed a ton of anime in the last 2 weeks.
And I still got a ton more to do, too.
and you
That's
still
the sad
got a
thing.
whole lot more to do, man. Give us some insight on the most recent one you did, Arslan Senki.
Oh, man, Arslan Senki. This was, hands down, one of my favorite animes, probably this year. I really, really hope that the ending that we got paves the way for a second season. Because if it ended like that, oh my God, I'm going to be so salty.
Wait, what anime is this?
Arslan Senki.
I actually
but-
haven't watched that.
Essentially, if you love medieval, sword and board, wars between countries, this is going to be an awesome anime. It follows Arslan, who is the prince of Pars, also known as Ekbatana. It's got a big main city there. And one day, the Lusitanian soldiers, they lay siege to the city. They draw out the Parsian army. They trap them. They defeat them. And it was pretty shocking because everyone's like, Pars is undefeated. So the Lusitanians invade. They try and spread their religion. And Arslan, who escapes the battle, basically rounds up, his friends. He relies on Daryun, who is his protector, to gather up, forces. And he leads an attack back to take back a city and take the throne. It's a very, very, like I said in my review, basically a point A to point B story. It's very, very simple,
Straightforward.
but the overall story is pretty much, the back burner thing. It's the journey from point A to point B that hooks you, and seeing all the different things that Arslan goes through in order to grow up from being a pampered child who knows nothing about the outside world to seeing that entire outside world influence him to become more of a leader type mindset.
Sounds like Tales of the Abyss.
I actually never played any of the Tales games, so
Oh my
you
God.
probably know better than me.
Oh my God! Well, all right,
he's about to
another
die.
day, another day, another
He's
day.
about to die a little bit.
It's okay.
He's
Another
dying
day.
a little bit inside.
So-
All right, so speaking of animes, I'm sorry.
Yo,
Josh, to
is
cut
it
you
better
off.
than Shokugeki no Soma?
Well, let's just say
goddamn.
that no one has an orgasm when they eat food in that show. So yeah, I guess Arslan Senki is better than Shogeki no Soma.
Wait! You count that? You count that as a negative?
I never said it was a negative. The words "that is a negative" never left my mouth, so that's
Well,
your
no, you
interpretation.
haven't. But that is you said it's better because nobody has a food orgasm. So having food orgasms is bad.
No, he's not saying it's bad. It's just not on the level of Arslan Sanki. That's what he's trying to say.
Yo, man, yo.
But speaking of animes that non-ending endings, working has a 1 hour special. We don't know when that's coming out. Josh, let's talk about the ending of working. So the ending of working, basically everybody is, Yashio basically quits her job to basically be on her own and embrace her relationship with Sato. And then we see Inami and Takanashi try to go home, but a certain mother of his is hiding in the shadows, and he just disappears, and that's our ending for working.
Wait, that's what it ends on?
That's what it ends on.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't understand any of that shit because I didn't watch working, but that sounds like some bullshit. But there's a lot of anime like that though.
There is. No, but Josh, talk about the non-ending ending and the 1 hour special. Well, the 1 hour special at least.
Yeah, the 1 hour special looks like Working meets Sword Art Online.
Oh,
I have no idea what
Is that a
they're
good
doing.
or a bad thing?
It all depends on your view of Sword Art Online. I
Which
like that
season?
anime. All right.
Which season?
Now that's the thing about SAO. I liked both seasons, but I liked the first part of both seasons. I didn't like the Alfheim arc, and I didn't like. Well, I kind of liked the Mother's Rosario arc, but I didn't like the Excalibur one. The Gun Gale arc and the original SAO arc was pretty epic.
Yeah.
But what I mean, they're taking like the working characters, which work in a restaurant, kind of like what is that movie, Waiting, with Dane Cook. It's basically the anime version of that, and they're turning it into like a battle RPG. Now it's a special, it's an OVA. It's just probably going to be some stupid, imagination of somebody, and we're probably getting trolled. But they're saying that this 1 hour special is going to be pretty much the ending to the series. From what I have seen at the ending of Working, and I'm just making a prediction here, I don't know anything about it, I'm going to think that they're doing this whole RPG battle thing to battle against Takanashi's mother, and she's going to be like the final boss. And then Takanashi and Mahiru are going to end up together, finally.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like an imagining of how how you have to take your girl to your mom's.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
then final boss battle, and then the mom comes up. That's cool. You know what this kind of reminds me of? This reminds me of. It seems like a reverse scenario from I couldn't become a hero, so I reluctantly decided to get a part-time job. I don't know if any of y'all remember that, but that series is the shit.
I remember it very well.
I think we all laughed. We remembered that.
Talking about series that did, ended but didn't have an ending, like that sucks. Why do all the job animes not end? Like
Here's
that
the thing.
No,
a
we
lot
got
of
an ending. No,
animes
didn't
this
we get an
season,
ending?
4 animes this season had non-ending endings, and what's the saddest one of all? Gangsta, that had a non-ending ending, and the studio is now going bankrupt, which means we are never going to see part 2.
Here's the thing: it got a non-ending ending, and then the studio got its own ending.
Yeah, shut up, Clint.
Sorry, I tried. It was there, but it just it was a weak pop-up, and it got caught out. Anyway,
Man, why ain't we getting a new season of Devil is a Part-Timer?
because that manga was short, bruh.
Dude, it's a visual novel. I mean, not a visual novel. It's a light novel series.
Yeah, and I think the whole thing, we got through the whole thing in that one season.
No, you didn't.
We did?
No.
Seems like we did.
Nope. But whatever.
I mean, I hope. Don't get me wrong. I hope we do. I really hope we do. Speaking now, the Devil's a Part-Timer was good. So let's move on. We got a couple things to talk about. Keith, Google event, September 29th. 2 new Google Nexus phones, one from Hawaii, from China, and one from LG. The Nexus 5.
I hate to interrupt you there, CJ, but it's pronounced Huawei, and take it from me, who has actually worked within the cell phone business.
Huawei? Okay, thank you.
Oh, what?
Huawei.
It's Chinese.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huawei?
Yeah,
Yep.
Huawei.
Speaking as the only Chinese guy here, I believe that is the correct translation. Yes.
Anyway, Huawei is coming out with the Nexus 6P, and LG is coming out with the Nexus 5X.
Correct.
Here's the thing about the Nexus 5X. It was not planned to originally support T-Mobile's LTE Band 12. They're working on that right now so that T-Mobile customers can get it at launch.
It only makes sense though. It only makes sense to do that.
Say again?
Yeah, switch to
It
AT&T.
only makes sense to do that. I mean, one of the things with all these phones coming out nowadays, especially now that most phones are coming unlocked, you have to be able to support at least most of the major providers. You know, T-Mobile, regardless, is one of the major providers. So it only makes sense.
I mean, yeah. Switch to AT&T.
So
Hold that.
yeah, but sorry, I don't like to get hosed and fucking robbed by a company who provide subpar customer service.
Now,
Oh,
we're not talking about the providers. We're talking about the phone.
Well, don't have a cell phone, sir. Hold that shit.
Well, yo, T-Mobile doesn't hose me, son. Holla.
Let's not talk about
I just can't get no
T-Mobile.
service. Oh.
That's
I know. In all honesty, though, but all jokes aside, I mean, we also got a chance to see the new Chromecast, 2 different Chromecasts, one for
Two
audio
different ones.
and one for video, and the Chromecast looks amazing.
Well,
Yes,
and
it
look,
does.
they
And
designed
as someone who owns a Chromecast, I will be getting the new one, and I will be doing a comparison between the two.
I really don't like.
Chromecast versus
I
old
don't like
Chromecast?
new design. Honestly, I don't like the circle design. And for me, it doesn't make much of a difference because my Chromecast sits behind my TV or sits behind my receiver, so I don't see it. So I don't care what the hell it looks like. But the circle, I don't get it. I understand why they wanted to make it like the logo, but
I don't
see
like the new
appeal.
logo.
Yeah,
The
well,
new Google logo. The new Google logo is ass.
I actually
yeah.
like it, but that's just me.
Yeah, that is
But
just you,
that's
sir.
just you.
That's
But,
just you.
I'm
but go
okay
ahead.
with it. I'm okay with it. A lot of it was like, the new official rebranding too.
Well, no,
Alphabet.
I'm talking more about like the new, like just the new look of Google, like period. So
Look at the G.
whatever. That's yeah. That G font. Like, what the fuck is that?
It looks very bold, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm sorry, yo, son. Shouts out to Alphabet.
Very ass.
It's official. Alphabet is official.
Yeah, but that's not
I
gonna
mean,
be
yeah.
the difference to me and you. That's
It's,
just
not
it's
at all.
really not.
Yeah.
It's just branding. I mean, but in
Yeah.
all honesty, I mean, I love.
It's just something else you can buy stock of.
This is true. This is
Get
true.
back on track of the devices, sir.
Right.
Yo, so you're talking about the Chromecast.
I'm not talking about it.
I thought
Why?
You want me to talk about it? I mean, what's really to talk about other than the fact that
It's a Chromecast.
it's a Chromecast. A week later, basically Google goes ahead and shits over Apple, which we figured they were going to do. Chromecast comes out. They have 2 new Chromecasts. One is strictly audio. One is video. People need to keep that in mind because don't go to the store and be like, I'm picking up this Chromecast, only to find out that it's not the one you want because there are 2 different ones. Difference between the 2 is that the new Chromecast over the old Chromecast is it has better Wi-Fi support. The audio one actually adds the Toslink, I believe, where
Yeah.
Apple took it away, which is kind of funny that they're giving people what they want, which is actually pretty cool.
Man, Apple suck.
And it will also support their new feature called Fast Play.
Okay.
It's basically like a buffering. So they showed an example during the event where if you have Fast Play enabled on a new Chromecast, so say you're watching something on Netflix, it will see what the next show is, and it will start preloading it for you, so you can go right into it. Versus the old one they were showing you, you had to wait till the show finished, and then you had to wait for it to buffer it in, and then you had to play. So it was
That
like
is-
night and day.
That is
Yeah,
Rest in
that's
peace,
pretty
people
fast.
with broadband caps.
Yo,
Well,
fact.
they were already screwed. Don't even get me started on that. That's just I could talk all day about that.
Man,
Fuck
But
out
here's
the
a little
United
thing,
States of
though,
America.
while we're still on the
Fuck.
Chromecast thing.
fuck Comcast.
There is a little bit of a sneaky tactic that Amazon pulled. They have actually banned the sales of Chromecast and Apple TV off of Amazon, and are now only selling the Fire Sticks.
Well, they haven't done it yet, but they are doing it. They will be doing it. Yeah,
Wow.
They're what people are saying is Amazon is getting pissy because their Fire TVs aren't selling like they want them to be, and that they really don't support other people with their Amazon Video, which is they basically want to be their only stop shop for their shit. They want to be only if you go to Google, if you go to Amazon, they want you only be able to buy the Fire TV, which
the
is really
one-stop
funny.
shop.
Because
So are they gonna
didn't-
like not sell tablets other than their little Kindle Fire shit?
If they did that, they'd be stupid because nobody's buying their shit.
No,
I
no,
know.
honestly, keep in mind. Amazon did come out with some information. Me and Keith was talking about a couple weeks back, talking about the new Amazon Fire. It was
The Amazon
TV.
Fire TV. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
and it's pretty nice. It is nice, but the Google Chromecast and the
Apple TV, the
Apple
new one.
TV, they're not really direct. Well, they are, but the Chromecast
Okay.
is it's not really a competitor to say because
all it is a Miracast. It's
yeah,
just
you have to,
Miracast.
but you have to remember you cannot use it. Well, you can, but the necessity of a Chromecast, the flexibility and the convenience isn't there. You still have to be next to a computer to sell your stuff over to the Chromecast, or you have to have a tablet or a laptop.
Or the phone.
Yeah, with the Fire TV or with the Apple TV, all you need to depend on is the remote control, and actually now voice control. So they're not direct competitors. So it just seems like Amazon is just like in their sandbox. Like I don't want anybody in my sandbox.
I'm not gonna sell y'all shit. Y'all are
Yeah,
my
pretty much.
competitors.
Like,
Yeah, so that's basically what it sounds like. I mean, and if they do that, then it's stupid. But you keep in mind, like Josh said, they only said Apple and Google. There are tons of other multimedia streaming devices on Amazon. Roku. There's a bunch of them. They haven't said anything about those. Just
and
Apple
hell, if you
and Chromecast.
and on top of that, if you're good at working inside of Linux and stuff like that, you can just get yourself a Raspberry Pi and say fuck it.
And know what's really funny about this? It's Amazon is just
Raspberry
like
positive shit.
yeah. I don't know why they're doing that, but yeah,
Amazon's just they're feeling a little salty. I mean, they spent all that money on all that shit, and they're like, well, I'll make some of that back.
Well, it's not going to do that. It's
I
going
know it's not gonna do that.
going to alienate the users. People are going to be like, well, I can't go to Amazon to buy this. Fuck this.
I'm gonna go to Best Buy.
I'm going to go to Best Buy. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to Google. I can't buy Apple TV here. I'm going to go to the Apple Store or I'll go somewhere else. And yeah,
Or just fuck it, I'll go to the Microsoft.
The Fire TV isn't really didn't sell that well, and I understand what it is and what
Well,
it can
they also
do.
didn't market it well either. So they
They did. They did not. They did not whatsoever, and that's a reason why it didn't sell so much.
Yeah,
but
let's move on.
It's a dumb tactic on our part. Who cares?
We got two more things to talk about. We're gonna go back to the phones real quick. The Nexus 5X. The Nexus 5X features a bigger camera, as well as a fingerprint sensor. The 16 gig model. Remember, the Nexus 5 and the Nexus 6 do not. I think the Nexus 5 does it have expandable storage now?
I don't believe it does. It'd be kind of odd if it did, because Nexus don't really give you expandable storage.
All right. So Nexus 5X will start at 379.
Well, I'm here. Let me look that up. Let me see.
Yeah, at 379 for a 16 gig model and 429 for the 32 gig model.
Nope. They stay with the Google with the Nexus. So the 5X you can get a 5X for up to 32 gigs and a Nexus 6P up to 128 gigs, but no expandable storage.
The Nexus 6P from Huawei will be $499 for 32 gig, $549 for 64 gig, and $649 for 128 gig.
Fuck that.
They will also, excuse me, I mean, it's still cheaper than an iPhone, first of all. And second of all, it will have Google and it will have Android
Marshmallow.
Android Marshmallow right out the box, and it will support USB Type-C.
Yeah, but almost everybody is getting Android 6, so it is a big deal, but it isn't. The biggest deal with the new phones is obviously the Gorilla Glass. They're the latest and greatest because they're the next step in the Nexus flagship. But it's two different Nexus phones out there at the same time. They really have never done that. They're side by side now, which is really interesting.
I mean, the 5 and the 6, the 5 and the 6 are literally side by side for the first time ever. Like, you're right, never been done. And keep in mind, the original 6 was a Moto phone. Right. So the fact that it's moving away from Moto and going to a Chinese company in Huawei.
Well, this is like I said. This is what Google does with the Nexus lines. They give it to a company for 1 or 2 revisions. They move over to the next one. They say who has the latest and greatest, and they make that for the Nexus, because the Nexus is Google's flagship phone.
Stock Android and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have my HTC One. I'm sitting on there like I'm $106 away from trading it in. The Nexus 5X comes. I'm like going right back to Nexus.
But they also
And,
have they also mentioned a couple cool things about that. I think they mentioned that there was a payment plan for that as well. So if you
oh yeah,
wanted to buy one, you can do that. They also have what was it? Was it Nexus Protect or something? I can't remember what it was, but they have a protection plan. So you don't have to get like Square Trade or anything like that. They actually will sell you a service, and if you break your phone, they will send one to you overnight. They're actually really competitive with Square Trade.
and keep in mind. I mean, look at Google Fi, which is the thing that they're working with, and from what I hear, Google Fi is really really good.
Yeah, it is. Picture this, if you will. $20 a month, unlimited talk and text, and $10 per every gigabyte of data. And if you actually don't use all 10 gigs of data, or all 1 gig of data, whatever you don't use will be refunded to you as a credit on your bill down to the penny.
That's godlike. Where can I sign up?
Joe, just get a Nexus phone.
Well, you do need the new Nexus phone, and you need to have it fully unlocked, which will run you roughly around $350.
Or
And
Nexus
then
5.
you have to wait
Yeah.
for Google to actually approve you because it's the beta testing is a waiting list type of thing, invite only.
Wow.
Oh, it's another one of them, huh?
Yeah, but I mean,
You know, I could never get Google Glass because of that.
You know, I actually got an invite for Google Glass, but I couldn't afford it. I was like,
Yeah, it costs too much, right?
$1,000.
It was
Yeah, it's like
$1,000.
$1,000. Yeah, no,
$1,500. Yo, facts. But also the Nexus 5X and the Nexus 6P, they're doing something right now. You pre-order the phone, you get a $50 Google Play credit as well as 90 days of Google Play Music. And speaking of Google Play Music, they're going the family route.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense too. So
Google
five,
Play Music.
Huh.
six people.
6 people, $14.99 a month. Listen, anytime on any device and tailored recommendations to each account.
Yo, that is fantastic. Bundle that with the new audio Chromecast.
Yup.
That's crazy.
And you know what's funny? And keep in mind, this is going 100% up against Apple's music offering.
Actually, side note there, Google wants Apple to put iTunes be able to play on that. On the Google Chromecast.
Because honestly, there's still, you still have the account for the hipsters who, enjoy their inferior technology.
Hey, we got Spotify.
Mhm.
I don't really see the need for iTunes, but it is what it is.
I
Hey,
mean,
it's more options. I mean, and you know what? It's nice to see Apple actually shake hands with Google. It's also nice to see Apple shake hands with Microsoft to put Office on iOS. I mean, that was actually pretty big too. So looks like Apple's actually, coming out of its shell and saying, "Hey, we're not just exclusive anymore. We're not assholes."
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
no,
You're still
yes, they
assholes.
still are. I'm sorry.
You're still
Like,
assholes.
look, listen.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. They're terrible, terrible people.
Hey, let's make this freaking Surface-like tablet, but call it the Apple Pro and totally say that it was our idea.
And totally sell it for exorbitant prices, son. Like,
Because you
come
know
on,
the
son.
the hipsters will totally buy it.
Yeah, the hipsters and the Apple.
Oh,
sheet.
I am totally waiting until the day I go to the Barnes Noble because I go there to just read and chillax. I'm just totally waiting for a massive ice sheet to come in there with the tablet, so I can look at them like,
Here's my
yeah,
Surface. Fuck you.
you're
Like,
crazy.
how do you feel getting fleeced? Totally getting fleeced.
This is pretty much every Apple convention ever. It goes like this.
Yeah.
We here at Apple are proud to announce, we'll buy that. I haven't finished. We'll buy
We'll
that
buy
too.
that.
Basically.
This is true. Like, honestly, I mean, listen, as a proud owner of Microsoft products and the fact that there is a Microsoft store opening on
Fuck
Fifth
Microsoft.
Avenue, there's a Microsoft store opening in the middle of Manhattan.
Fuck
Thank
Microsoft.
God.
Yeah, you need to be there because I think there might be something else being announced at the same time that store opens.
Yeah, I gotta see if I'm at work that day. If I'm not, I'm like, yo, I'm out of
I'm
here.
pretty sure we can expect to hear a Surface 4 announcement around that time frame.
Oh,
Pretty
hell
damn
yeah.
sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're just
know,
waiting.
I mean, keep in mind, there's like 3 or 4 Apple stores. I think they opened a freaking Apple store in Queens. Who the fuck goes to Queens to go to an Apple store? Real shit.
Hipsters
What?
go there.
I'm gonna say one more time. Queens. In the middle.
Hipsters go there.
Middle. Hoodhaven? Nah, fuck that. Anyway,
Hipsters. But before we get off Google News, there's one more piece. They also they announced the two Chromecasts, the 2 phones, the new plan, and they also announced a new tablet.
yes, they did.
They announced the Pixel C. Well, this is kind of interesting because for people who follow Google and Android, the original Pixel was a really exorbitant, high-ass price Chromebook from Samsung. Beautiful, godlike. It's a beautiful Chromebook. But the new one, the Pixel C, is a tablet, and it's running Android, but if people that understand the Chromebook see what I'm going at, so it's Android versus Chrome OS, which is usually on the Chromebooks. So it's like Google is competing against itself, which doesn't make much sense.
No.
They do the same thing with Android TV and the Chromecast. It's like you have two products that do similar things, but they're two different OSs. So now you got this beautiful, and this tablet is beautiful. It has a magnetic what's the word? What's the word looking for? It doesn't have a kickstand. Everything is magnetic, so you can adjust your tablet up and down, and it'll just stick in place. It's called the Pixel C. It's called basically Pixel convertible. The keyboard is really nice. The screen is beautiful. The specs are really nice, and the tablet it looks very nice.
Sorry,
but I think go ahead.
Yeah, it says it snaps on with a magnet on a hinge, which you can rotate up to 135-degree angle.
Yep.
And very firm connections, and the tablet immediately recognizes when it's connected and hides the software keyboard.
It kind of looks like a Surface tablet. It really
awesome.
looks like a Surface tablet. The keyboard is really nice. But how much did they say that thing was though?
Okay, it's gonna be $499, and then you'll want to get the keyboard, which is an additional $150. So it's gonna be $750. Still cheaper than the base Apple iPad Pro.
Clint. Check your math, dude.
To me, sorry, I'm bugging.
You are bugging.
Oh man!
But
no, I'm getting. So $650. It's still cheap. I was still right about the latter part of my statement, which is still cheaper than the base iPad Pro.
Well, dude.
Yeah, but it's not competing against that. And here's my problem. I mean, I'm a lover of technology. I love technology. I love gadgets. But the problem that I had with this is, again, it's almost it's $700, close to $700 for this entire package, and you're paying for an overglorified toy. I'm sorry. I'm a big fan.
Toy?
I'm a big fan of Android. I really, really am. But everybody who knows me know I was a huge fan of Android. I was a big, supporter of Android for the longest time. I still am.
Right.
But this seems like this is something to use on the go. We don't have access to a laptop or a computer. I understand. I totally support that. But for productivity, for real shit, I couldn't use this for my job. I couldn't use this for clients. I couldn't do anything with this.
Just get a laptop, huh?
You can't even really use this shit for the site neither. Like.
Get it? No, you can. But these things. I mean, that's why I think why they moved away from Chrome OS, because Chrome OS, you needed to be connected to the internet to have anything. This is running Android, so you do have access to like a word processor,
and your apps,
email, and your apps and everything. But again, you're strictly within the Google ecosystem. So for me, I do a lot of VMware stuff and anyway. So if I need to do something for work, I couldn't touch this. Yeah. I couldn't do it. It was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Hey, Keith, this shit's down. Go connect with what? Connect with what? What am I supposed to do with this?
Mm-hmm.
I would rather, for the price I'm paying for that, I'd rather go and buy a Surface.
Yeah.
I'd go with the Surface myself, yeah.
I mean, the Surface 3 is the same price. It's a great idea. I don't know if it's going to sell. Again, it's an overpriced toy. No disrespect to Android, because I love it. I really love it. I won't buy any kind of phone but Android phones, because Windows phones are still garbage. Sorry, but they are.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I won't buy Apple phones.
I'm not disagreeing with
you don't want to buy Apple phones. But I mean, I'll take a Windows phone before I buy an Apple phone.
Well, to be fair, listen, I said to myself, you see, you guys are working in tech and stuff like that. Me, I want to make my life as easy as possible. If it gets to the point where I'm like 35 years old and sitting down there like, fuck it, I'm just going to buy an iPhone. Fuck it, I'll buy an iPhone. But for right now, I'm sticking with my Android. I like my Android.
35, like that's old or something. Like, what is wrong with you?
No, you guys also understand.
I'm 38 years old, 35 now. I still won't say that.
35 now, keep on. 35 now is going to be way different than 35 5 years from now.
What are you talking about?
I don't think so. It won't be that big leap of technology.
Society's weird. I'm just come on.
Man, you mean I don't know where you're going, dude.
So you mean in 10 years we'll have flying cars next?
Yo, we Jetson
yo.
style out here now.
I mean, shit. Jetsons predicted a lot of dumb shit that we got.
Man, what the Jetsons? All right, you know what? Another day.
Smartwatches, bro.
Another day.
All
All
Another
right,
day.
let's get on to the next
I ain't
one.
wrong. I ain't wrong though.
Another day.
I ain't
Another
wrong though.
day.
I'm not wrong though.
Man,
Shut
you
up.
just a nut. All right,
I ain't wrong though.
what's
All right,
next?
so
What's next?
Next up, Microsoft did go their 5 days of Xbox bundles. 5 days.
They
5
were
days
kind
of
of
Xbox
boring.
bundles.
They were kind of boring.
Man, nobody care about that.
They weren't real hype. No, you don't care about that. I'm indifferent. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Wait, hold on. Time out.
Oh God.
I don't care about that. You're indifferent. You're indifferent, Clinton.
Oh no.
What does indifferent mean, Clinton?
I'm just like
What does
whatever.
indifferent mean, Clinton?
Like, yo, are you really gonna blow me up right now? We ain't got time for this shit.
Okay, guys. Clinton, since you opened up the door, you get to talk about the bundles. So, what bundles are they, and how much do they cost?
Like, damn, son, wasting time.
Let's
Anyway,
go.
So the first bundle that was revealed on the 28th was the Rise of the Tomb Raider bundle, which will include the 1 terabyte hard drive Xbox One, the full game download of Rise of the Tomb Raider, the exclusive tactical survival kit concept pack, which contains a new outfit and weapon skin for Lara, and a full game download of Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. That'll be $400.
Okay.
This one is exclusively at the Microsoft stores and at Best Buy.
Yo, is it a Japanese Metal Gear Solid PS4 that comes with the full scale freaking metal pin?
Anyways, let me finish. God damn it. Anyways, so the Xbox One 1 terabyte holiday bundle, which was the next one, includes Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Rare Replay, and a full game download of Ori and the Blind Forest.
Wait, Rare Replay?
Rare Replay.
And Ori and the Blind Forest.
And Ori and the Blind Forest. And the Xbox 360 Gears of War collection. The 1 terabyte holiday bundle will not be exclusive, but it will definitely be sold at Microsoft stores for $399.
And that's where they can stay.
The third bundle is going to be the Lego Movie video game bundle. This one is pretty lame.
Oh God! What you mean this one? All right, next.
This one's pretty lame. This one only comes with the 500 gig Xbox, the Xbox One wireless, the new Xbox Wireless One controller with the headset jack built in, and the Lego Movie video game.
Wait, the Elite controller, John?
No, not the Elite.
Which one are you talking? Wait.
Oh no,
Clint, which one are you talking about?
The one that has the headset.
The Lego Movie, John.
The Lego Movie one.
Oh, that one's garbage. Yeah, that one's the weakest one.
Yeah, that one comes with that one. All their advertising really is the Lego Movie video game and the controller that has the headset jack installed
in the
controller.
The
Fallout 4 bundle has a 1 terabyte hard drive. The new Xbox 360, the new Xbox One wireless controller with a 3.5 millimeter headset jack built in.
This is also not the Elite, John, right?
No. Right. 14-day live Xbox Live Gold trial, Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 full game. $3.99.
Who cares about that? I could get Fallout 3 full game for like $10.
That's going to be available on November 10th. So that's available, I believe, on launch of Fallout 4. And the fifth bundle, not the fifth bundle. Yeah, this is the fifth bundle. Excuse me.
Went into math problems.
Yeah. No, I had not the math problems. I had to double check this, as I said. Excuse me, the special edition White Gears of War bundle. Yes, it's a Cirrus White 500 gigabyte Xbox One console and controller, full game download of Ultimate Edition, the Superstar Code multiplayer, and early access to the Gears of War 4 beta. This one is going to be exclusively at Walmart for $349.
Yay! No, talking about the cool one, the cool bundle.
The cool bundles.
The cool bundles.
Yeah, can we get to a cool bundle, please? Because the only thing I heard was like Tomb Raider and then some Gear shit.
That was the 5 bundles, man.
No, you missed one. Well, they didn't announce it, but the other one's still going to be getting sold at the same time. The Xbox One Elite bundle. This is the one that comes with the 1 terabyte solid state hybrid drive, and comes with the Xbox Wireless Elite controller, the new $150 one.
Yeah, now that sounds more like it.
That one is going to be $499, which actually is a steal. If you think about the price, you're getting a 1 terabyte hard drive, for $399, and you're getting
The
that
Elite controller, and
Yep.
you're getting the Elite controller, which is like, how much were they charging for it? Some
100
retarded amount.
$150,
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's $550.
ew.
You get $50 off. What?
Yep.
Oh.
And yeah, 1 TB solid state. That is great. You know, the only thing that sucks about these bundles,
What's up?
I already got an Xbox One.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what happens when
I'm
you.
not gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised if
This is what
GameStop
happens
or
with
like
early
Microsoft Store.
adopters.
I
No,
know,
doubt
right?
it.
How about
I
that
doubt
shit?
it. And even if they did that, Clint, it wouldn't be worth it because they wouldn't give you
Yeah.
face value. They were like, "Oh, we'll give you $100 off your Xbox One." Fuck you. Are you
I'm
crazy?
about to sell this Xbox One, man. I don't even use this shit. Buy the
shit.
Elite bundle.
I'm not gonna lie. I got my Xbox One chilling here. I got my PS4 chilling here. I got my PC. I'm happy.
Oh yeah, you finally got your PS4, huh?
Got my PS4, no Xbox, no Wii, dead PC. That's great.
Did you say
Oh
Wii?
yeah, that was the next topic. You need to speak
Yo,
on that,
speaking
Josh.
of Josh,
Oh,
yo,
God.
son, this is all you fans. Go ahead.
Yo, dead PC?
Oh man, yeah. So, long
Dead
story
PC
short, my
boys.
computer is 7 years old. It
PC
is
sound.
time for an upgrade. So, I spent the last couple of years paying off enough bills just so I can afford a monthly payment on a computer, which is the only reason why I didn't build one myself. So, I ordered one from Digital Storm because, they're kind of old school. Keith was like, vouching for them. So, I'm like, all right, I'll go ahead and do it. So,
Oh, they suck.
I ordered this on
Oh.
August 27th, right? August 27th. I just got the computer today. All right. So first off, that sucks. And got it home, hooked it up, and all of a sudden it won't post. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? So I do all the standard tech, troubleshooting. I unseat the video card, unseat the RAM. I plug everything in one at a time. Still nothing. Keyboard won't even light up. So I call them. They're like, yeah, guess what? Your motherboard's dead. Send this shit back. I'm like,
Oh
are you
my
fucking
god.
kidding me?
And
So
this
I
was what,
spent
2 weeks, wasn't it?
$1,900 on this thing.
And what
Holy
was it, 2 weeks?
shit, $1,900.
God damn.
Yeah,
What the
so I
fuck
spent
you put in
$1,900 on
that?
this, waited 6 fucking weeks to get this, and I get a dead computer and I gotta send it back.
Dude,
Yo,
build it
like
yourself.
I said, I would be
next
blowing.
time.
No, he's paying it monthly. I'd be blowing him up, yo, this is garbage. You need to send somebody for that amount of money. You just send somebody over and have them fix my shit.
Facts.
Yeah, how about that? You spend that much money on that? Oh my god.
That's a
Yeah.
server. You brought a server.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Which model did you get, Josh?
It must have been the most high end, top of the line,
no,
super.
the high end
flight
top of the line
security of
starts
the
at like
world.
5,000.
Oh no.
I can't even remember the model I got,
Hmm.
but it was basically a Core i5 Skylake, 16 gigs of DDR4 memory, gigabyte Z710 motherboard, I think is what it was, and GTX 970.
Yeah, fuck
For,
that. They'd be
for
coming
almost
down.
$2,000.
No, they'd
It
be
was
coming
also
back.
customized water cooling too.
Dude, nah, man. Like you
Damn.
could
And I'm pretty
you could
sure
build a
you're gonna
comparable
review
PC for like half of that.
You were gonna review that too, weren't you? Fuck that. That's
I was going to
real,
review it,
That
yeah.
is really bad. No, that's
Yeah, no, that's where you go in your review and basically it's like, yeah.
This is an overpriced piece of shit. And
Yo,
the one I
facts.
got was like, and the one I got was like dead. So like, what the fuck?
Damn.
That's
shame.
terrible.
That's a shame.
Like, and that's the sucky
Yeah.
part when a computer just won't post. And
They
it's
need to be like, are they going to be doing next day shipping when you send it to them and send it back to you, or what's the deal with that?
No, they're actually not even doing next day shipping. But
You
they're
have
gonna
to
pay
ship
for
it yourself. Oh, they are.
No, they're
Okay.
paying for the shipping. They're paying for the shipping and
But
everything.
it's
on
standard
their
shipping.
dime.
It's not like overnight.
Yep, it's standard shipping.
Ew, you can't be serious. I'd be like, yo, give me like half my money back.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Yo.
terrible.
So Keith, I see you've been working during the podcast, man. Talk to us about the story you just posted.
What
man.
story did I post? I post like 500 things.
The
in a
leaked
second.
Halo 5 unofficial story trailer.
So yeah, so
we're
no,
not
so,
done.
Oh.
Well, this is the last piece because we're running out of time. So
Fuck
yeah, there was a post over at NeoGaf about more Halo 5 stuff. So I checked it out and noticed that they actually were talking about a leaked trailer for Halo 5, another live action trailer. So
Ooh.
if everybody was paying attention to the one that was released last week, basically they were the TV spot. They were basically saying that Master Chief died, but what happened in this one is actually showing you what happened.
Don't you believe it?
Yes, yeah. So pretty much he didn't
Tommy
die.
Curry.
He had a bunch of shit falling on him, and people helped him get out from under it. So that's basically what it is. But it's pretty cool if you listen to the whole trailer. So there's some guy in the background. I can't tell who it is, but he's basically saying, the official story is that Master Chief is dead, and he's talking to Spartan Locke and his team, and he's like, the unofficial story is you have to go after him. So same thing they were building up for the last year or so. The two Spartans are going to have some kind of major conflict, but they're not leading into what it is, other than the fact that Master Chief is doing something, has done something that they don't appreciate. He's not listening to orders.
And they have to hunt him down.
Yeah, they have to hunt him down. It's like, well, okay.
All right. So the official story was Master Chief is dead.
Right.
The real story is that Halo was dead after Bungie abandoned it.
Oh.
Wow. Yo, shouts out to Nitro, the bombs.
Shots fired. and a sticky grenade.
Oh man, that's great. Oh man, that's something you end the podcast on, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
Any final thoughts?
Drop mic, I'm out. Deuces.
All right, Nitro.
And Ono's still salty. Peace.
All right. Also, Will, final thoughts?
Fuck
bro?
Digital Storm.
Yo,
Will. I mean, that is really that's terrible, man. That's really fucked up.
May I speak?
Go ahead.
Speak.
So yeah, just a quick heads up as well, because as we approaching New York Comic Con as well, just also remember that October 6th is going to be the Metal Gear Solid Metal Gear Online mode for Metal Gear Solid 5. So make sure to check that out once it comes out on Tuesday.
All right, I'm gonna sneak back in to say Metal Gear Solid is shit, but fuck that.
It's awesome.
All right. So Keith, final thoughts before I end this shit.
I have none. None.
All right.
None.
So,
All right, so listen up. Next week, New York Comic Con. We don't know the plan. We don't know the plans yet. We will have a podcast next week. We just don't know how it's gonna get done. And when it's gonna get done.
That's not promising because we don't know if it will.
Yeah,
that's not promising.
Kinda. Yeah.
I said there will be a podcast sometime during or after.
You saying too much.
Yeah,
I will say that it will be sometime during or after Comic Con. Someday maybe. But we will have a lot, and I mean a lot of content coming.
I was actually, I hope so. Hint, wink, wink. Team, talk more stuff. I was actually hoping that we would get more Street Fighter news. I was hoping we would get more Street Fighter news from Comic Con, but I doubt we will now.
Well, I mean, it depends on what it is. Whether or not I can actually make the show or not. Like, I will definitely be on it and on top of any and all Street Fighter news. So, I mean, I'll keep my ear to the ground and be rattling the branches and talking to Combo Fiend and all kinds of stuff.
Be like the Lucas brothers, man. The streets are talking, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Kenny, what's the street saying?
Wow.
No, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot. Doctor Who and Capcom's gonna be there. Square Enix got their booth. Bluefin gonna be there. It's huge. All the gaming is like all in like one section. So as soon as you walk in, it's like, damn.
It'll be packed to hell, so you won't be able to touch shit either.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like we know there's gonna be.
That's the one thing not to look forward to. That Javits Center is entirely too small for this shit.
Yo, real shit. Will got his Kishimoto signing to look forward to.
Damn straight. I was going to try to get Kevin Conroy signing as well.
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah. We got BBC America, we got a lot to look forward with that. People like wrestling fans, they're going to be a panel about wrestling and comics. So you got Jerry Lawler, Booker T, Hurricane Helms, a lot of some of the big past and present names going to be there. A lot of fun stuff. Street Fighter obviously the most important for for a few
lot of people.
Yeah, for a few of us. A lot. Disney, a reunion of some of the cast of all that is gonna happen.
Nobody cares.
I care.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know why you care.
Yeah, I mean,
you 90s bastard olders.
Kel Mitchell, Josh Server, Danny Tamborelli, the voices of Jimmy in GTA 5, and Lori Beth Denberg. Vital information for your everyday lives. Man, Man, so yeah, with the whole thing, man. So New York Comic Con, that's gonna be big. Look out, YouTube.com. Yo, look up the Outer Haven. Check out the outerhaven.net for all your information that you can get down there. On behalf of Nitro, Will, Josh, Keith, I'm Clinton Navigator Bowman. We'll see you next time.